means that he's a real genius.
Thank you very much for this great honor, Dr. Simin. I've been arrested 3 times and been fortunate to read some of the...
Right away. Thank you, sir. Look at that fish you have. Wow.
Such a pleasure to be here. When I heard that Simin was throwing a party in the honor of Nowruz, and Nowruz being very, very important to me. Obviously, the first day of spring is the beginning of all lives. Nowruz is a celebration that is honored in Iran for over 2,500 years, no matter what religion you are and where you came from and where you're going, you always celebrated that. Still now it's been celebrated, whether it's Jew or Baha'i or Armenian or Christian or Muslims. That's so dear to me because it wasn't that easy to be a Jew in Iran at the time. But it also is important to me because my name is Jamshid and I was born on Nowruz. So it's a double pleasure for me. Especially when on Nowruz, I always got to get new clothes. I don't know if how about you, but I had 2 other older brothers and I got tired of hand-me-down. Every time they would burn out their clothes, I got it. But on Nowruz, I got brand new clothes. So I was always looking forward to Nowruz. And now knowing that the whole world celebrates Nowruz. So when I got invited by Simin to come here, Simin Khanum, she's such a classy lady. Stand up for a minute. I mean, see what she's looking for. Look what she's wearing. She's even wearing poetry. Beautiful, beautiful. Who made it?
My design.
Your designer. Is it Shalom? No? Okay.
It's confidential.
It's confidential. I was looking to get the name. My wife would love that. Oh yes, Morana. Yeah, wonderful. You look gorgeous. And your hospitality is top, is #1. You're more beautiful than the picture on the magazine, which is gorgeous.
Thank you very much because of Susan.
Thank you, Susan. It's a Beverly Hills Times magazine. And you want to see a handsome guy? Then go to the other magazine, which is Javanam. Open it up and you see my beautiful picture. But I'm here, the reason I want to talk wasn't about the New Year, wasn't about anything, except to my best friend, one of the greatest friends, that the Persian community, the American community, the Los Angeles and Beverly Hills community has, and that's Sheriff Baca. Let's hear it from him. Sheriff Baca is the one that always gives of his time. No matter where it is, how it is, he comes. I never forget that when I was running the first time for the Beverly Hills City Council, I invited him to help me. I went to his office. He was gracious not only to take pictures, support me, but when I invited him to my home, I never thought he would show up. I was a nothing then. Nobody knew me, but he showed up. And I had 200 young Persian adults. Remember that night? Wonderful night, because I wanted to get the Persian, mostly the young adults, involved in politics. I said, if I win, I'll open the door for you. I can't be the president, I wasn't born here, but you can. So I brought him to motivate them, and what a night. I think that night was unforgettable. The amount of energy he brought, the amount of goodwill, and the amount of intelligence. And you're right, Professor, he is a genius.
Yeah, he did that.
Because he's my friend. How old are you?
Me? Secret.
Secret. Because you said 50 years at USC, right? Secret. But you know, Russians are known for old age, correct?
Yes.
They live a long time.
My father lived 100 years, and my grandfather 115.
115 years his grandfather. Well, when he said that, it reminds me of this little story that I want to tell you. A Russian man from Israel wants to go to Russia, and he goes to buy life insurance. He's about 65. And the life insurance agent says, at 65, I don't think I can sell you life insurance. He says, no, we live for a long time. In fact, my father has life insurance as he's 85. He says, really? He shows the paper, says, okay, I'll sell you life insurance. Why is it so important for you to get life insurance? He says, because I'm going to Russia with my father for a wedding. He says, whose wedding is it? He says, it's my grandpa's wedding. He says, your grandpa, how old is he? He says, 105. He says, why would a 105-year-old man want to get married? He says, who said he wants to get married? His parents are bugging him he should get married.
What a good story.
Anyway, thank you for being here. One of these days you give me one of your chachkas and my stuff. And I'll exchange one. I'll invite you to City Council of Beverly Hills, and we'll have a great time. Simin, thank you very much again for your hospitality. Sheriff Baca, I know you won't have any problem to get re-elected. We have to do everything and everything that's possible to make sure Sheriff Baca is re-elected back in this. Thank you, Sheriff Baca. You have all my support.
Lives of all of us, and the mayor was right there in front of it all, and I think that's a key element. But the other side of it is that the United States is a country of immigrants. It always has been, always will be. And the fact that outside of Tehran, here in Los Angeles, we have the largest number of Iranians living in a city. What? And this is a real important fact. You know? I hope that makes sense. So with that, I'll end with where I began. Simin, thank you for everything you've done this evening. You're a kind lady. She's passed out a few books to those of us that are privileged to get them, called about Rumi. Rumi is a philosopher of wisdom and love and peace and justice. and there are Rumi societies all around the world. But I want you to think about it tonight as we celebrate Nowruz. Thank you so very much.